Only I've got a touch of fibrositis, that's all. Anyway, after we'd been drinking a little while, one of the fellas looked at his watch, you see, and he says, God, no, it's 10 to 12, panic stations now, because it's a long way we're out, we've got to get in by 12, otherwise we're on a charge. So the governor of the pub said, now, fellas, don't panic. I'll tell you how you get into your cupboard, the camp without any trouble at all. So now what you do is this. He said, you take a short cut across the cow field, which you call a paddock. I found that out. It's the same thing. A short cut through the cow field, that takes you into the cemetery. Cut through the cemetery, that takes you into the back of your camp. No guard, you're inside laughing, right? This we do. We get outside, pitch black, pouring the rain, blowing a gale. Halfway across the cow field, the wind blows my berry off. Well, I tell you what, I tried 12 on for I found one to fit. Then we get lost completely, lost all, don't we, where we are. I find myself in this cemetery, I'm groping about in this cemetery, suddenly I disappear down this grave hole, newly dug, 12 foot of it, boom, right to the bottom I go, and I'm jumping up trying to scramble out, but it's 12 foot up, the bits of dirt are coming down, eventually I have to give up. I give up and I sit down in the corner. After a little while, another bloke fell in. I said, I tell you what, mate, you're never going to get out of here. And he leapt 12 feet in the air. Straight out, didn't touch the side. Oh, God, it's great. But I love reminiscing like this, No, it's because it takes me back to all those days, I talked about earlier on with my dad and that sort of thing, and we used to have the parties and things like that. Well, and a lot of people ask me where I lived and where I was born, you see. Well, I was born within the sound of Bow Bells, as they say. I'm a Cockney lad, as you can tell by my accent, Anyway, we used to live, we didn't have 2 acres to rub together, come from a large family. And we used to live in terraced houses in a little place called West Ham. Well, it's not a little place, it's a big place. And I always say West Ham, I always say where I was born, in case some pom is apt to be in the audience and has heard of it anyway. Anyway, we lived in these terraced houses, you see. And at the bottom of our garden, that's a laugh, they were yards, a yard. Blimey, we never had a garden. And at the bottom of the yard, the trains used to run. And when the expresses used to thunder through, used to shake the foundations of all these houses, and all the people hanging up their washing used to dash back into the house, put all the pictures back on the wall, the cups back on the dresser, and it's a fact, absolutely a fact, see? Now, my old man, he used to be on night work, and he used to keep a few chickens out in their backyard to help things out, sell the eggs, you know what I mean? And I've got to explain this to you, our immediate next-door neighbours were such close friends of my mum and dad that we were brought up to call them Aunt Grace and Uncle Jack. Now, we were no relation, but that's how it was. You do it over here, don't you? You ain't gone home, have you? Oh. So, I know you do anyway, see. So, my old man comes home from night work. About 10 to 9, he goes out to feed the chickens, a bit of corn and that, see. Aunt Grace is out there, hanging up the washing on the line. So he says, good morning, Grace. All right, love? She said, no, I'm all sick, terrible. Oh. She said, hello, what's wrong with you? She said, don't you feel well? Oh, no, she said, I'm all right. She said, I'm so tired. She said, so tired. She said, I haven't slept for a fortnight. He said, well, how comes that then? Well, she said, a fortnight ago, she said, it was my birthday. She said, you and Annie, that's my mum, see, you and Annie came to the do, didn't you? She said, well, Jack, for my birthday, bought me this beautiful bed. She said, but it's so highly sprung that all through the night, when the expresses thunder through, she said, I keep springing out of bed, like that. She said, get out of it, I don't believe that. She said, it's the truth. She said, all right for him, he's 15 stone. She said, but me, I'm only bump, out of bed all night. She said, for a fortnight I've had that. Oh, he said, Grace, I can't believe you. She said, you come inside, I'll show you the bed. Come on, come in. So he goes next door, and they go upstairs, go into the bedroom. She said, there's the bed. And he looks at it, my old man said, that's a beautiful bed, Grace. She said, yes. She said, here. She said, now, you don't believe me. Now, nearly 9 o'clock, the express had come through. Now, you're about the same weight as Jack. Now, you pop into bed with me, and I'll show you what I mean. So the old man gets into bed with Aunt Grace. And Uncle Jack comes home. He says, oi, what's going on here? And my father said, you're never going to believe this, Jack, but we're waiting for a train. Now on the other side of me was my great school friend. Went to school together. His parents, now they had a fruit stall, you see. So when he left school, he took over the fruit stall. But he's a very ambitious boy, and he wanted more than that. And he got himself a fruit shop, and then he got another one. Now, cut the long story short, he's got a chain of these fruit shops, quite wealthy, but it hasn't altered this boy not one bit. Believe me, it's just the same. With one exception, he's always wanted to impress his mum and dad with a big house, and this he did. He bought this beautiful big house at a place called Kingston-on-Thames. Now, if you haven't heard of that, ladies and gentlemen, take it from me, that is the area. And the reason is they have huge gardens, very, very long, longer than this hall, and at the bottom of the garden runs the River Thames. And at the bottom of his garden, he had a privy, you see. That is, for if you're working right down there, you don't want to come all the way back to the house. You're following me, don't you? One day he calls his boy in. He said, "Oi, Georgie, come here." He said, "Yes, Dad." He said, "Did you push the privy in the river?" He said, "No, Dad." He said, "Look, I'm asking you a question. Did you push the privy in the river?" He said, "No, Dad." He said, "You go to school, don't you?" He said, "Yeah, of course I do." He said, "Have you heard of a little boy called Georgie Washington?" He said, "No, Dad." He said, "Well, I'll tell you." He said, "Little Georgie Washington was a little boy who never told a lie." He said, one day his dad come home from work and found his best cherry tree lying on the lawn. So he calls him over and said, "Georgie Washington, did you take your little chopper and chop my best cherry tree down?" He said, "Dad, I cannot tell a lie. I did. And because he didn't tell a lie, he didn't get a good hiding." Now, you got the moral of the story, Georgie? He said, "Yes, Dad." He said, "Now tell me, did you push the privy in the river?" He said, "Dad, I cannot tell a lie. I did." And with that, he got the biggest clumping he'd ever had in his life. And this kid's bawling and howling his eyes out. He said, "Oh, Dad, Georgie Washington didn't tell a lie and he didn't get a good hiding." He said, "No, but Georgie Washington's father wasn't sitting in the bloody cherry tree." Well, it's great fun, isn't it, folks? Well, now, to conclude, I would like to tell you that my father was, one of his favourite composers was Cole Porter. So right now, folks, I would like to play you, before that light goes out again, I'd like to, before they run out of shillings or whatever it is they put it, I would like to play you my arrangement now of Cole Porter's most lovely tune, Night and Day. Thank you. folks, thank you. I was coming back anyway. No, I used to do all that big star rubbish bit, you know, go off the back of the curtain, you know, and you're cheering and cheering, and when it dies down a bit, shake the curtain, let you see you're still there. Yeah, I used to do that. I've given it away, I don't do that anymore. I got left standing there too many times. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me mention earlier on in my programme about the parties when I was a child, and each aunt and uncle used to sing their bit, you know, and they always sung the verse and the chorus, then everybody joined in the second chorus, you know. They were lovely days, I think they were. Anyway, tonight I thought we'd have a little party like that. Would you like that? Just a party, right. So I've chosen a number here. It was written in 1927, you see, and I must tell you this in case you get the wrong impression. I wasn't around when that was written. Anyway, no, it's a fact. But my dad used to teach me these things. This is a lovely number. I said to Ray, when I arrived in Australia, I said, do you think they'll know this number? So he said, well, I did, and my mum and dad did. He says, but it's because it's not a hackneyed number like You Made Me Love You, you see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful number, I think. And I'm going to sing the verse to you. And I want you to listen very carefully to the lyrics. It might give you a clue to the chorus, see. And the other reason I want you to listen very carefully to the lyrics is I've got a lousy voice. I had a bit of trouble with my throat last night. Somebody wanted to cut it. Here's the verse. Thank you. I told you lies. I wasn't wise. You let me know. I let you go. Why not be friends? I'll make amends if you will just forgive me. Anybody know it? This is it? You don't know it, do you? We make mistakes when we worry all over nothing at all. We make mistakes that bring heartaches, and the teardrops fall like raindrops. We make mistakes and we're sorry when we've made someone blue. But I made the greatest mistake of all when I said bye to you. Anybody know this material? Sorry when we've made someone new, but I made the greatest mistake of all when I said goodbye to you. Yes? Thank you very much. Did any of you know it? Oh, what the hell wasn't you singing then? I mean, this is, I mean, if we only had the grog, eh? No, that's what I mean. This is the part. I've got another song here, folks. Now, you're going to know this one. No voice, no verse to this one. But I want you to sing it if you know it, you see, because this is the idea of it. We're all one big family, remember, you see. We've got the piano going and all that. And this has got a little bit of an upbeat to it. And let's hear if you know it. Okay. Amy, my boy, what are you waiting for now? He promised to marry me one day in June. It's never too late and it's never too soon. Hope the family keeps on asking me which day, what day. I don't know what to say. Amy, my boy, what are you waiting for now? Here we go. My boy, what are you waiting for now? He promised to marry me one day in June. It's never too late and it's never too soon. Hope the family it's a day. I don't know what to say. Amy, my boy, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for now? That's it. Now you got the idea, haven't you? Marvellous, isn't it, eh? Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is another song now. And I know that you're going to know the chorus immediately. But I wonder if you do know it by the verse. It's a test of memory. See if you do know this. We'll try it. Tonight I'm downhearted. Although we have parted, I love you and I always will. And though I'm so lonely, I'm writing you only to see if you care for me still. Anybody know it? Anybody know it? Are you lonesome tonight? See? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright sunny day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Now let's hear last one. Come on, ready? Are you lonesome? Do you miss me tonight, everybody? Do you miss? Are you sorry? We drifted apart. We drifted apart. Does your memory stray? Does your memory to a bright sunny day? To a bright sunny. When I kissed you and called you sweetheart. When I kissed you and called you sweetheart. Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and your doorstep, come on, and picture me there. Here we go. Is your heart I'm glad you like it. I could stop here all night, really. Anyway, now, I have a lovely number here, and I'm sure that I would think 90% of the audience are going to know this number by the verse. It's a lovely old number. Okay, Ray. What a beautiful day for a wedding in May. See the people all stare at that lovable pair. That line kills me. She's a fish and a joy. He's the luckiest boy in his best suit array. Hear him smilingly say, the bells are ringing for me and my gal. Birds are singing for me and my gal. Everybody's been knowing to a wedding they're going, and for weeks they've been sewing at Brazilian time. They're congregating for me and my gal. The parson's waiting for me and my gal. And we will build of 3 or 4 or more. In the bed for me and my gal. Come on, bells are everybody in the place for me and my gal. Lovely. That's great. For me and my gal. Everybody's been and for weeks they've been That's it. For me and my gal. Ah, that's marvelous. That's what I want to hear. That's lovely. And now, ladies and gentlemen, just before I go, I would like to sing you now my mum's song, the song that she used to sing at the parties when I was a little boy. And I think it's the most lovely, beautiful number. Here is the verse. You have kissed beneath the moon while the world was at you. Then you left her to play a new game. Did it ever occur to you later on that she's probably doing the same? I wonder who's kissing her now. Isn't that lovely? I wonder who's teaching her how. I wonder who's ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how deeply touched I am by this tremendous reception. I mean that. I've been now, as from Australia, I've done around about 9,000 miles around all over the place to get here, and it's certainly worth it since I've been here. I mean that, really. Thank you very much. If I told you this morning, I was saying to Ray, for people like this, you know, I try and find another one, and I was looking through my music, and I came across this number, and it fits the occasion so much. I didn't realise it, but I love doing the verse because I like people to know that they have got verses to these numbers. Now I know the chorus. I think everybody all over the world knows this number. But here is the verse which I've been trying to learn, and I only started today, so I'm having a hell of a job with it, and I've forgotten the first line already, so that's a good start, isn't it? Ray, have you got it on the music there? The verse, I mean, what's the first line of it? Where is it? There's a song in the land of the lily. It's a Puff song, isn't it? Is that right? Well, anyway, it's news to me. But I'll have a go. Listen, if it goes wrong, 2 taps on the cymbal, straight into the chorus. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. There's a song in Oh, it's a good start. Pumping that with your feet, are you? Is it one of them? It sounds like it. Still, I forgot to do that. There's a song in the land of the lily. Each sweetheart has come with a sigh over high garden walls. The sweet echo falls as a darling boy whispers goodbye. Sad and you, now do you understand? When the clouds roll by, I come to you. Then the sky will seem more blue and down in love's lane, my dearie, wedding bells will ring so merrily. Every tear will be a memory. So wait and pray each night for me till we meet again. Goodbye. See you next year. Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very, very much. I'm a sentimental twit, I know. But I don't really, that is the end of the performance, really. I don't know what, really, well, I think, I've got one song. No, I mean this, they don't even know. Because, I want to thank these fellas because this is their last night with me because I'm going back. It says shortly I'm going back. Thank you very much, boys. And this is the only thing I can think to top the one I've just done. And just one chorus for me, would you? And let me hear it so that I can take it back home with me. Thank you very much. Wait. Now is the hour when we must say goodbye.
REG VARNEY, everybody, come on. Fabulous REG VARNEY. We'd like to thank a few people for tonight's program. The fabulous House of Troy for the music sound system. How about it? Come on. And two very, very good friends of mine and very, very hard workers, Mr. Peter Fusio and Darryl Leonard. Put their hands together for them. Come on. So there we are. On behalf of Leonard Promotions, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming along tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed the show, because this is the first of a lot that we'll aim to put on here in Geelong. And so on behalf of everybody connected with the show, the company, the boys in the band, see you again. Good night.